Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. We got to run through a lot of things here this morning so we can get to everything that we want to make sure we cover before the day is over. We've pulled out, and this is number 19, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. We have pulled out the U.S. will withdraw all remaining personnel from the U.S. Embassy in Venezuela this week. The decision reflects the deterioration situation in Venezuela, as well as conclusion that the presence of U.S. diplomatic staff at the embassy has become a constraint on U.S. policy. If you're there, you could get hurt when we go in. My thought. So if you're there, you may get hurt when we go in. Don't you wish we would have pulled our diplomat and don't you wish we'd have pulled our diplomat out of Benghazi? Don't you wish? Whatever. So that's what we're doing here so things don't explode. Now, Pete Buttigieg, I was telling you, he claims this is CNN, and this is just how CNN is trying to elevate these candidates, okay? Do you have that video? Oh, okay. All right. So anyhow, he is trying, they're trying to elevate certain candidates to a position, and they're doing these town halls, and they ran this so many times to try to raise $600,000 for this guy. I tell you, this is nothing more than CNN writing these candidates basically checks, okay? Here's what I think, and this is a takeaway, and I hope you're here now, is I think CNN should have to report in-kind contributions. I think this free advertising these candidates get are contributions, and they should be labeled as contributions, and all the media should be watched for in-kind contributions, okay? When President Donald Trump does a rally somewhere, networks have a choice to cover it or not. It's not their network event, okay? So I don't want to hear it about, well, Trump does this, and, you know, Fox is there all the time. It's not a network event put on by Fox. If Trump gets in the Air Force One and decides he's going to go somewhere and he's going to talk to 16,000 people, a network has an opportunity to broadcast the event, but it's not theirs. You have it? See? All right. Go ahead and play this for me.
Do you think Vice President Pence would be a better or worse president than President Trump?
Oh. Does it have to be between
Politics
those?
is about choices, man. You know that.
I mean, I don't know. It's really strange because I used to at least believe that he believed in our... I've disagreed with him ferociously on these things, but I thought, well, at least he believes in our institutions and he's not personally corrupt. But then how could he get on board with this presidency? How could somebody who, you know, his interpretation of Scripture is pretty different from mine to begin with. Okay, my understanding of Scripture is that it is about protecting the stranger and the prisoner and the poor person and that idea of welcome. That's what I get in the gospel when I'm in church. And his has a lot more to do with sexuality and, I don't know, a certain view of rectitude. But even if you buy into that, how could he allow himself to become the cheerleader of the porn star presidency? Is it that he stopped believing in Scripture when he started believing in Donald Trump? I don't know.
Go ahead. Stop believing in Scripture when he started believing in Donald Trump. Wow, these people are cold, man. Stop believing in Scripture when he started believing in Donald Trump. How about what if Pence believes so much in Scripture that Donald Trump now believes in the same Scripture as Mike Pence, and it's the other way around? But that being said, these should be campaign contributions. In-kind, free campaign contributions. When you take that and you raise $600,000 and you take these town halls and you raise $50, they're commercials in-kind contributions set up to raise money. And I am just disgusted by what they're doing. I really hope they talk about voter suppression, and they talk about purging the voter rolls, and they're trying to federalize your elections. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're trying to federalize your elections and take them away. All right, let's go through this real quick. Number 7. Republicans, should Trump face a primary challenger? A Monmouth University poll every day. MSNBC, yes. Run unopposed, 53. Republicans, now 95% of Republicans supposedly support him. 95% say they're going to vote for him again. But yet they found the 40% that say he should have a primary challenger. Okay. Number 8, 2020 vote for president in swing counties. Someone knew the swing counties that Trump won. They want someone new. Now, they don't give us a list of the swing counties. President Trump, only 33% want him again. They want someone new. This is the pic. I tell you, they paint a picture every day. Number 9, and they're getting it where don't even try. I try to tell you when we open up, don't even try, Trump, because he's just going to impeach him anyway. They're just going to impeach. Trust me, this is all set up. 2020 vote for president. Someone new. Anybody. Give us anybody. 57%. President Trump, 38%. Just give us anybody new. Those are some of the polls they love to put out. Okay. Let's go with number 12. Business Insider. Before we close up this morning, Trump once promised to eliminate the national debt in 8 years. But his new budget shows the president is going in the opposite direction. Now, do you think, now wait a minute, look at that right there, okay? And then go to number 13, all right? President Trump's 2020 budget proposed spending cuts, slash $845 billion in Medicare, Medicaid, and the SNAP program. We're not going to just give you a card. We're going to deliver you dinners in a box to the house. You're going to order them, and you're going to get them right to the house. They're going to be called Our Gift to You, because your ass is too sorry to get up and go to work. So we'll send you your box, your meal plan, right to your house. No. You don't get the card. You're not going to the damn store and pile up shrimps and T-bone steaks. It ain't happening. No, it ain't happening. Just know we're not doing it anymore. But that's going to get criticized, okay? But look at this, number 14. All right. President Trump's 2020 budget proposed spending increase, add $33 billion to defense, allocate $6.8 billion for proposed wall. That's another 8.6, okay? Number 15. Trump proposes record $4.7 trillion budget. Okay. Now, that being said, the budget is dead on arrival, but the debt. So let me close up with this morning. When you turn on the TV, and I know a lot of you watch Fox, but Fox throws it in there, and you turn on the TV and you think, all of a sudden they're interested in the debt, okay? Now you remember for the last couple of weeks, remember that debt reached that $22 trillion, and they've gone nuts, and they're all of a sudden interested in the debt, okay? Why? Because the president was going to eliminate the debt, and look at where the debt's at. And if you live another day to watch another news clip, you will be led to believe that the debt, okay, that Trump, all $22 trillion belong to him. Now, my opinion is, when talking to your independent friends, okay, if you want to reelect, and I will not get invited to any of the talking head panels. They won't invite me. I don't read the bullet points, and I don't read the bullet points and the talking points, and I won't do it. So I'll never get invited to those panels that want to know how to reelect President Donald Trump. What you have to do, is my opinion, one thing, is when you run into the independent, first of all, you waste zero time on a Democrat. You say to somebody, hey, how do you, can I ask you how you plan to vote? I'm a Democrat, I'm voting for anybody else than that damn Trump. Boom, you're done. You're done. Energy is, boom. Independence. Shoring up the Republican vote. Independence. May I ask you, start with this. I voted for Trump last time. I usually don't tell people, but I voted for Trump last time. May I ask you, did you vote for the president? If they say yes, because they're already confident because you stepped out. Well, trust me, it's dangerous. You could say you voted for Trump to somebody and get your ass beat. But you stepped out. I voted for Trump last time. If they say they voted for Trump, number one thing we got to do is get the people that voted for Trump in every single state of the United States that pulled the lever back to the poll and pull it again. You win. So that's number one. We got to get them back. Okay. Number two, we got to get the independents. We got to go into states and get the independents back. All right? And if somebody says to you, well, Trump let the deficit or the budget go, or the debt go to $22 trillion, you have to be prepared to throw George W. Bush under the bus. I don't care. If anybody says the debt, you have to say, look, I'm going to tell you the truth. George W. Bush, $7 trillion of that debt, George W. Bush pushed us into these unfunded wars, $7 trillion. Obama never blinked, went 8 years, continued the wars, continued the spending. He doubled it. And now Trump is trying to figure out how to deal with it. Oh, well, that makes sense. That's what you got to be careful. Oh, well, that makes sense. I'm just telling you. Hey, listen, Wednesdays, right after the show at 10 o'clock is Candace. Candace is on Wednesdays. I will go through that tomorrow. Is it Thursdays? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Thursdays. Thursdays at 10 o'clock is Candace. Today at 10 o'clock is Instant Replay with Dave Garner and Luther Kinsey, our sports show. So I'm just telling you right now, I'll be back tomorrow morning. We got a lot going on. Did you screenshot that one? All right, I want to give you an assignment, folks. All right, don't get upset, but it's an assignment from me to you. Go read this story on FetchYourNews.com right here. Go to FetchYourNews.com, Fannin County. You see that? Click on News, and you will get bizarre trial ends with 55-year sentence for armed robbery. This guy was among two other people that robbed a AT&T store in Blue Ridge. This is the most bizarre story. You have not read a story quite this bizarre in a long time, okay? This one you're going to enjoy. FetchYourNews.com, Fannin County. Click on News. Bizarre trial ends with 55-year sentence for armed robbery. Don't forget, 706-889-9700. Social media, and email me. I'm out. Time for Instant Replay.